Give it a sec to update. Welcome to the chat room. We're just waiting on the moderator hopping in. Seribot. There we go. Seribot is here. Let's go. Oh my god, if you're wondering why I'm so hype about this game, is there's a story to this game. No, I'm not talking about in the game there's a story. I mean there's a story as to why this game is so exciting. When I first attempted streaming on an old channel way back in the pandemic, this was like one of the main cozy games I played. Yes, it's the first one. I don't own the second one. I ain't made of money. It's like 30 odd quid and I've not managed to catch it in a sale. And I know it's been out for a couple of years, the second one, but I don't own it yet. So, because I don't own the second one, and I've not been able to experience the wondrous joys of being able to build like crazy stuff in the second one, we're going back to the first one. The first game is a masterpiece in terms of like just cozy games. It's such a perfect game to stream where you can tune in, you don't need to know what's happening, and you just vibe. You shove it on in the background. I talk through my ideas, what we're doing, we look at different houses and properties, we sell them. It's like a super exciting, cozy game. And it's one of the better ones, I think, out there. House Flipper 1 did really well. Power Wash Simulator, another great, cozy game. Unpacking, an amazing, cozy game. So many like this. And this was one of like the big ones of recent years, was House Flipper. And we're going to be starting a new game in it today. So stick around, get cozy, get warmed up in your blankets, and get ready to hop in to a new game. House Flipper, like, if you're tuning in, you probably know what the game's about. We flip houses, decrepit, old, ugly, disgusting buildings, and turn them into beautiful, livable homes. Wowzers, is that loud? Sorry, let me turn that down. First time loadout, so it's always going to be a bit finicky. Always going to be a little bit finicky here. The birds are... Yeah, the birds are loud regardless, I think. That's fine. There we go. Awesome sauce. I'm not expecting like a giant viewer turnout. This is a very different game, but like I say, it was a very fun one for me to play way back when during the pandemic when I first gave my hand at streaming. So it would be nice to just revisit the game for my own sake more so than anything else. So as a house flipper, there's a career mode, which is what we're playing. And essentially, look, there's gardening stuff we can do, which is amazing. We need to unlock all the tools first. Now, how are we going to unlock all of the tools, you might be wondering. Or not. Well, we have to do some jobs first. Some just low-level jobs for other people to eventually unlock all the tools. It's essentially the game's way of tutorializing how to use the tools before you get access to just this full wheel of options. There's indoor options and outdoor options. You'll discover them all as we go. So we're going to clear up the trash. You just do that by clicking around. You can hold to pick up, and we can rotate things with a mouse or shift in the mouse. There we go. Just like so. And then we can stick that just poking out from under the bed, which is kind of aesthetic. I like that. We can mount a radiator there eventually when we're there, but again, because it's the first day, there's just a lot that we cannot do right now. So we're just going to clear up all of the trash here that we've got laying around. So, and we can sell those with the sell gun in just a moment. It's like the laptop, where the laptop is where we can select jobs and houses. But this starter house, as you can see, is very dirty. So as we unlock things, we will, of course, sort all of that out pronto. But right now, no such thing. I'm going to change the FOV a little bit for you, if that's a thing I can do. I'm going to do a 70 FOV here. There we go. It's just a bit more satisfying for you guys. It's not as tight and not as closed in there. Okay, so We are starting out with a account balance of £22,232.63. That's a really random number. And our first, can we buy a house with that? No, we can't. But it's just enough so that we, like, it's almost a deposit slash enough to get our first, like, cheap house to flip. But we do have to do our, this is the plot we're on. We always need one as an office, so we will not be touching that for now. Okay, so we're going to go to mail, and this is the first job. This is our first tutorial thing. It's just going to be about mounting radiators. So, hello, I'd like to hire your company to put my house in order. I know from photos posted on FaceSpam, I mean, that might as well be what it's called, that my ex-boyfriend broke into my house, made a huge mess, and stole the radiator. Because that's what people do. They steal radiators when they're angry. It's possible that some other things are missing too. Please clean up the house and replace the missing appliances. I would ask you not to inform the police about the whole matter. Yeah, I know, because are the police going to believe that your ex-boyfriend stole a radiator and ran away with it? No. I will settle it myself with my ex-boyfriend after returning from a business trip. What a drama-filled life Sarah is leading. Crazy stuff. Let's head into Sarah's place and see, look at this mess that the boyfriend has left, the ex-boyfriend. You got the mop. Congratulations, we've unlocked a new tool. So, this is the mop. Looks kind of ghetto, looks kind of stupid, but it is a very powerful tool, for we can clean all sorts. See? Stains be gone with this wire-headed looking thing of a brush. Mop, should I say. So we can just pick up all the trash, which is the nice easy part. So any trash we can just spam click. There's no functionality where it will drop bags that we need to dump in a dumpster. So we can just go around and just pick up all the trash as we need to. Let's clean up some of this. This boyfriend has really done a number on this place. Is that blood? That looks like blood. Okay, so this boyfriend, it looks like there was a fight here, I'll be honest. It doesn't look like it was just anything else. Okay, the bathroom's nice and clear now. And we can notice that in the top, in the right, just underneath the mini-map, there is like a percentage thing that tells us what needs doing in each room to meet the minimum requirements, especially on contracts such as this. So that's how that works. Just like so. So we're just doing all the mopping because that's how we clear these stains. I wish it was this easy in real life to get rid of stains. It would be a miracle. It would be amazing if that's how it worked in real life. Anyway, back in the day when I used to stream this sort of thing, also welcome back from the adverts, but back in the day when I did stream this, back in the pandemic days on an old channel, I had a regular viewer that used to always tune in for my house flipper late at night, and their name was Shadow, their username, and they were like Beetlejuice. You would say their name a couple of times and they would always manifest. And Shadow, if you're out there and somehow see this, it is me. Yes, and I'm back with more house flipper. You're improving. Turn on the tablet and choose things. So this is the tablet. The tablet, lots of things going on here. Wow, is that music starting to turn up or get loud or something? That's weird. It was a lot quieter a minute ago. Anyway, where was I? The tablet, yes. So the tablet in here has your store where we can buy stuff, which is really useful for us. That's outdoor stuff, indoor stuff, and painting and walls and stuff. A cookbook? I have never seen this before. I have never seen this before. I have no idea what this is about. We've got tasks, which is what we need to do. So we've only got to mount one radiator in this room. And then the rest is just tidying up the house, just like they requested in the job. Cleaning. So we get perk points, especially early game. Eventually we'll unlock all of these quite easily. And it's just ways to make things faster. So we get to choose early game what we want to improve. So we're going to look at here. We can see some dirt on the minimap. That could be really useful. It is really useful. Faster cleaning or a good mop. The good mop essentially just cleans up like a wider selection of two stains next to each other. It will it will do both of them at once. Penetrating vision is going to be more useful early game, especially if like there's stains that are clearly still on the map for percentage wise and it's just not showing up. It will show us where it is so we know where we're just going to be working. So we're going to go with that first. As we can see now in the top right on the map, there's lots of little splotches, and that's our dirty marks. So if there was like a really stubborn dirty mark hidden somewhere that we couldn't see, right now obviously it was just on the doormat there. If we head over here, just watch those just disappear, just really fade away into the nothingness here. Beautiful, just like so. And then we've got a bit of trash here, so we'll grab our hand, dispose of that, and then we're just gonna square things up a little bit, you know? Okay, this is just broken, which sucks, but whatever. We're not here to completely fix their place up for them. That's not what they've asked us to do. Just would have been nice if I could sort it for them. It's kind of a jank setup. Feng Shui guy would hate this, but it's not my job right now to sort people's places. It's just to do the contracts and get out. So let's get that here. Place that at the inner bit of the table just there. I think we're starting to get something coming along. Oh, look. Got a bit of a stain there. And we just got to mount a radiator over here. So you'll be like, okay, tablet. Here it's telling me we need a radiator. Where are we going to get that? So we go into here, we go to store, and then we're going to find our installation. No, not installations, plumbing. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Fixtures, bathroom fixtures. I think this has been shuffled around a little bit. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Installations, floors, ceilings, scaffolding, pools, windows, doors. Huh. What will it be under? Okay, let's just search it. Radiator. It wasn't installations. Okay, I'm not going crazy. There we go. Got radiator. We can place it within a range of where the plumbing is. So we're going to obviously put it directly underneath the window. Now, to start, when you first start a new game, like, installing stuff just takes forever. And again, as we progress and we get some of those upgrades, this stuff will be super quick because it'll be just boom, 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 boom. Be really quick to do. There we go. I am gonna... There we go. We're just tidying up their stuff a little bit. This ex-boyfriend, I doubt, created all of this mess. Just coming in and stealing a radiator. First off, I'm still kind of bewildered by that piece of the story. Why would a boyfriend come in and just steal a radiator and run off with that and then make a complete mess of the place? It doesn't make any dang sense. Ooh, they have a book on the secrets from 1971 surrounded by candles. Well, if that ain't a cult thing, I don't know what is. Place that there. Leave them to have their little culty things. Gonna leave the candles on there. Just like so. Yep, just gonna leave all their lights on and a couple candles burning because that's the kind of high quality stuff you can get from us. And of course, if we had the tools to clean up the garden, we would be tempted to give it a little mow and just try to bring it down a little, but we do not have the tools for that, so we will not worry about it. And we've done everything we've came here to do, so we're going to complete the job just like so. Photographing apartment just like that, and you get to see the kind of the before and afters of the rooms and everything you've done. So we just squared everything up a little bit, just made it nice and tidy. Beautiful. And that's the principles of House Flipper, or at least the first one. I've not played the second one yet. I don't own it, so. Okie dokie. Right, so we'll be going on to next the second job, and it will unlock yet another tool. There will be a few more options that we've done the first one. It's we've sort of set that precipice. We can also now mop some of the stains up in our own place because we have the mop. We'll also get the window cleaning very soon, which will be really exciting. You notice how I'm more so staring at the map rather than what's in front of my face a lot of the time here. So there's obviously stains outside, like here, that we can just mop up. And again, I wish it was this simple in real life to do this sort of stuff, but it really isn't. So there we go. And the reason I stare at the map is because, as I say, sometimes the stains aren't going to be right in front of your face. You're not going to see them necessarily straight away. Like those ones on the roof there, if you weren't looking at the roof, you would miss. But like the ones lower down that maybe are hidden or you can't really quite reach, the map unlock is undeniably one of the best things you can do to help yourself out early game. So if you want my recommendation, do that. So yeah, all the, was it lintels, or whatever they call it, the bit that overhangs from the roof, all of that needs doing. Just like so. So the underneath and the sides as well. And there's gonna be some out here. Okay. There we go. We've gotten a lot of them in here. Lots of stains all over the place. Like, this is a really, although they call it a first office, this is a really crummy place to live. It really is. And with this mop, we're getting everything. We're getting stains that should have been, you know, a hell of a lot harder to get out than they are. We should have had crazy just stuff going on here. But, instead, we kind of got it easy. We've just got a mop and it just cleans everything. So, no complaints from me. Just saying that kindly. Let me head around the back and see what we got going on over here. Okay, is that... Okay, that's one. Oh, down here. I was wondering there. Awesome sauce. We don't have the garden stuff yet, but we will get there as soon as we can. I just wanted to do that before we hopped in and did any more jobs. We should have, yep, like I said, a few of them here. So we got another radiators job, which would just be easy for money. I'll pay you if I'm fully satisfied or you get nothing. Winter is coming, of course. And winters are hard. Winters are hard and there are no radiators in my house. Mount them. First off, rude. You didn't even sign off your mail. I'm only accepting this for your money, so I'm going to quickly go in and do some more radiators for you. Only because I need the money. Which is the one reason we all work, let's be honest. These kind of jobs anyway. Like when they come out and they're kind of assholey, you know? Well, first off, nice garden. Probably a HOA. Yeah, I say that. That grass over there is a bit untamed. But this is giving HOA vibes for sure. Very small house again, similar size to the starter one that we did. Okay, they want us to mount a radiator, so let's grab one from here. We'll just do a normal one for each of the rooms. We do not want to spend any more than we need to on this, because they'll just pay us for parts and then a little bit on labor. It's not going to be much. So I don't want to spend a lot of my time on these smaller job ones. I just want to get in, do them, and get out. Just like so. And again, these upgrades are going to be amazing. We've actually earned a handyman point. 20% faster mountain, like I say. They do really speed up. Faster plastering, again, also kind of thing. And hold up to 6 tiles at once and lay them 25% faster when we do tiling. Another great one, but to start, 20% faster mounting, just because radiators, you know, we're going to be doing quite a lot of those. No stuff needing done in the kitchen or the living room. Check the bathroom. We do indeed have to also do a sink, which was not on the to-do list, but, you know, we will do whatever we need to do. We're going to unscrew the foundation stuff for it so that we can now mount it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be able to do that. He's going to get quite a traditional sink. I'm not going to go for just a normal crappy sink. I'm going to get him actually a cabinet one, mainly because they're also a bit easier to... They're a little bit easier to put in. So, let's go for a white one. And let's put it about where it was intended to be. So you can actually, if you're curious, like start putting things in that aren't other areas. So you can actually start to do that whenever you want. So that is kind of handy if you want to kind of do more than one thing at once here. Just like that. So you see how I'm plugging this all in from both sides. And again, once you got that faster speed, it will just be like super quick to go, but bish bash bosh, all done. There you go. And we got a little cupboard even under here, which is really cool. Okay, and we want a table radiator. Just one color, one size, and that will be right above. Ooh, do you want it right above the toilet? No, no, because if the towel falls off and into the toilet, it's going to be really embarrassing. We'll do it right above the washer, which is in the most beautiful and not at all awkward of spots. It's a bit harder for us to do any of the multitasking on this because it's just in such an enclosed space and it brings us right to the ceiling straight away. So let's just screw these on here. Sort that bit out. Sort that out here. And that's us. All done. And that's the whole job done. None in here. Oh, nope, there is it. So there's a minimum percentage that we can do. And then there's 100%. So that's what we're aiming for is 100%. We can do it a long radiator in this room just because it is a longer window. It makes sense. Nope, no space. We'll do a smaller one. That's fine. Let's grab that here and drop her right in the sort of middle. There we go. Let's get that on. So we are getting slowly faster at this now, which is nice. Just like so. Beautiful. There we go. It's 100% done now. We've earned another handyman skill point. So for that, again, we can go here. Handyman, we've got the mounting, which is really cool. I think we'll do that again, because the faster we can mount, the better. Early days. And we've done all tasks, so we can complete the job, 100% of the job. And we're getting £599 and 56 pence. Yes, it has localized currency for me. Beautiful, and there we go. We've made lovely progress there on this little house here. I won't go through all of the before and afters, as there isn't really much of a drastic change. Some of the disasters that we transform in this game are going to be insane, so it's worth sticking around to see how we get along with those. I hope you're all having a fantastic night, and I hope you've had a great day so far, and if it's only reaching the afternoon for you over in the States, I hope it's going hella nice for you. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving the other week as well. Have you noticed that using the gallery tab on the tablet, you can choose between, you can choose any image from your hard disk and use it as a poster or picture to hang on the wall. I did not know that. Hold on. What? We have to take a photo first with the camera. But we can do that to use it as like a wallpapery thing. That's cool. I like that. These are the clients and buyers that we can sell houses to, and they all have their own preferences, their own like different things. And they would say like what houses they bought from us, what they like, dislike, and we discover that as we are starting to work on our first houses. However, before we do get to the stage where we're getting our own house, I would quite like to have unlocked a decent amount of the tools because I want to be able to flip it properly, and the better we flip it, the more money we get, obviously. And it is done on like a weird auction system as well, so we have to appeal to certain buyers and things like that, and then they will kind of battle it out between them to give us a price close to what we're asking for it. That's how the house flipping and selling process works. However, we're nowhere there, nowhere near that yet, but we will get there soon. So the next one, we got a bunch more. We've got cleaning the garage here. This one, actually a bit more polite. So from Caroline, hello, we need to clean the garage. Please throw away all the boxes, trash old tires, don't forget to clean the window. There we go, we're going to unlock window cleaning. And it's better not to touch the tools though. My husband doesn't like when someone moves them and he can't find them after. So we're going to accept that, and I'm going to show you this one, just because it will unlock us our window cleaning, which we can use in our own house straight after as well. The idea is that all the things that you get, all the primary things you'll need for your own little house, we'll learn painting, we'll learn tiling, we'll learn pretty much everything. And we're going to try and get as much of that out the way tonight as possible, just so that we don't have to have like a big catch-up stream next time on this. Ideally, when I have the money, I do want to get House Flipper 2 and play it as well. That'd be great. But for now, there's nothing wrong with revisiting an old favourite. And I don't know if I fully completed it anyway. It was, as I say, it was during the pandemic. It was a long time ago. But it is a super relaxing game nonetheless. In no time will you make a house and it be the exact same every time anyway. So I'm not too concerned about that. She told me not to touch the tools, so we won't. We will just clean up everything as best we can. Okay, we're gonna look at the window. E, we can clean the windows now, which is really cool. So we just hold in, it's like a little vacuumy sort of thing. And yes, we can get a bigger one as an upgrade. A bit like we can get like a bigger mop. Beautiful. And it just kind of like hoovers the window clean, just like that. Let's continue just mopping up all of the dirt. We've already met the minimum threshold for what we need to do. Of course, we are not just going to finish the job and move on. No sirree. We're going to continue until we've got 100% of the job done. Maximize our profits and get us closer to having enough to get our first house to flip. And also, again, get us closer towards having all of the tools that we need to do said flipping of said house. There we go. We're just staring up there. I think this is us, almost. Right. Okay, there is a couple of tires that need disposing of, but there we go. Everything's done. Complete the job. 100% of the job, £351. Nice and easy. No point in watching that. Let's continue onwards to the next map, which is going to unlock the next tool for us. We could do a garden one and get whatever the first garden thing will be. Or we could do something different. The garden ones can be a bit finicky, so I will show you what the garden ones will look like. So let's do the garden one next. The garden one. Topic, a bit of gravel and a couple of bushes. Hello, I work at home in my dentist's office. I can deal with all kinds of teeth cavities, but not with the holes and weeds in my garden. Please lay some gravel on the front part of my yard to get rid of these. Also, could you plant something on there to make it look better? Of course we can. So it's a very pretty house belonging to like an at-home dentist, which is fine. So these little patches we're going to change out for these grass here. We're going to change it out for some gravel for her. But before we do, so from now on here, we're able to design a garden. Look for plants in the garden category of the shop. Congratulations, you've unlocked a new tool. Using the garden hose, we'll be able to water plants, fill containers with water, and wash off dirt on the outside of houses as well, which is really cool. There we go. So we will no longer likely be using the mop, I don't think, in this current situation. So we're going to be looking among the tall weeds for the tall grass for weeds, which again we can get like a vision of as one of our upgrades to see where all the weeds are. And when we get the lawnmower, we can also sort of just straight up mow it and it'll get rid of the weeds as well. And to those that understand how weeds are, we all know that just mowing it isn't going to get rid of the weeds permanently. But digging it all out and replacing it with gravel, that will certainly do a number on it. It would be nice if I did have a mower right now. Or a strimmer at the very least. I think we get the strimmer first, then we get the mower later. Pretty sure that's how it works. Okay, cool. Now we just need to scatter the gravel. Now if we press tab, it will actually tell us the options that we have for the job ones. Now obviously when we're doing our own houses, we have our own full leeway on what we're doing. But for these ones, it will tell us what we need. So here we got gravel in two different shapes to do them in. We can do them in squares, we can do them in spherical sort of thing. So we're going to do it in squares. And we are going to do it in... We've got different grain sizes here. We've got standard, we're just going to do that. And we're going to keep it to white, okay? And you see this here? We can just paint it on. There we go. And you notice how I did the border first? Yeah, I'm just following that technique, just so that way we don't make like a really messy, ugly thing to look at. Okay, they want the whole shebang done as gravel now. Which is absolutely fair enough. It's their house, so they can do what they want. There we go. Awesome, so that's all replaced with gravel for them, and as you can see, flower bed. We just need to plant a coniferous shrub there. Okay, let's finish picking up the weeds in here. As you can see, they're really well hidden in among the tall grass. They're like Pokemon. There we go. And is that us? Yep, that's us. And then it's just the plant after we've done the gravel, which is fine. I'm gonna grab that, and it's in the white size. In the white color. Oh, wowzers. Okay, so they went for a different single color gravel here. Interesting. Okay. I think we stick with white. That's fine. There we go. And then we just back and forth and get that done for us. Beautiful. And then here again, just another shrub here. Okay, we still have some weeds hiding in this grass somewhere. So let's see if we can't find them. Just here. Once we get the strimmer again, all of this will be a lot easier. But these early days where we don't have them yet are just a kind of pain in the ass. Okay, cool. Let's grab our single color gravel. Same one as we just used. And we're going to grab the square shape, ideally. Just for my own personal preference of keeping it neat and tidy. So I'm going a little bit underneath, if you haven't noticed. I'm going a little bit underneath the tiles here. But I'm doing that on purpose. Just because, again, it paints in that margin for us. And nobody's going to see it if it goes under a little bit. There we go. So again, just another shrub. And then finally, we've got a few more weeds hiding in this section somewhere. So let's go up. Oh. And down. Up. And down. Okay, where are you hiding? We have a couple of weeds here. One more is hiding somewhere. I do not know where this last one is hiding. Right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to do something a little cheaty here. I don't know if it's going to work, but y'all just bear with me. It might work. We are going to replace the area that we need to with gravel, just like so. And in theory, any weeds that are still cropping up, we should be able to deal with. I found you! There we go. That worked. A charm, which is lovely. That's exactly what we wanted. Right, we don't want the spherical, we want the square. Just so, for tidiness sake. And let's just do that. And it's a bit more satisfying to watch as well when we do it in little strips like that. Awesome, now we've just got to plant these shrubs in every corner here. That's a hairbrush. That's not what I wanted. Lottie, hi! How are you doing? Okay, we're after a coniferous shrub here. I think we go for the narrow cone cut. Here we go. Yeah, it's a very exciting stream, Lottie, because this is a game... This was one of my first streaming games back in the pandemic. Yes, way back when, on an old channel. Wait, let's put the plant in. Hello, darling. I am very well. How are you? I'm doing okay. Yeah. Lottie, it's quite late, is it not? Are you just winding down for the night yourself? But yeah, this was a game I played a lot of. I don't have enough money to be getting House Flipper 2, so I'm just revisiting the original as like a late night cozy game to play. I can cover that with soil, just like so. It is winding down, but we're going to bed soon. Yeah, it's very much a similar thing for me. There we go, brought to life. And we just get a couple more of these shrubs just around. I'm going to try and do the same type if possible, just because it will look nice. Narrow cone cut here. Oh, this is a big one. No, that's not the one I want. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it's just revisiting a little bit here. Is this the one we just planted? It is. Okay, let's do that. It was very special when I first started streaming all those years ago. It's why I knew that I wanted to come back to streaming. It's not like something I started just a few weeks ago randomly. I did it years ago and I really enjoyed it during a very difficult time in my life. And I wanted to try it again. And I'm glad I did. I'm so glad I did. How long have you been streaming now, Lottie? Because you've got quite the following now. Like, and also, like, I love your setup. Your setup's amazing. The Christmas stuff, everything. Just, it's really cute. I love it. I love the whole thing. The whole vibe is just amazing. Okay, and for here, again, I want to keep them the same. About similar-ish thing here. Thank you so much. Maybe about 3 months now, so not too long. That's not a problem. But 3 months, you're absolutely killing it. Your setup's amazing. You are absolutely killing it. Wow. I'm glad I found you. Oh, adverts. Sorry. One moment. It's fine, I can plant these. You're not gonna be missing much, I promise. There we go. And then we can just cover it with soil. Bring some life into it. There we go. 100% done. 1,200 for it. See, the money's to be made on gardens. The money is there on gardens. It's so good. There we go. Beautiful. So we're getting through these tutorials. And we should be back from adverts any moment now. Hopefully. Any moment. Ads be gone! Welcome back, and thanks for supporting the stream by watching the adverts. Where was I? Oh, yes. Lottie, I was, yep, back in the room. Lottie, I was just saying, I was gushing a little bit about your streaming. You know, you said you've been streaming for about 3 months. You've nailed everything. You've been doing such an amazing job, and I'm so glad I hopped in today. Like, your whole vibe, your whole setup, your whole everything is like just... I'm here for it. It's what I aspire to. If I had more money, trust. But like, wow. Yeah. Cozy as hell. Love it. Love the vibes. Love the personality. You're amazing. We got another one. So again, because it's a new game, we're just having to unlock all the tools. So we got a lot of these really mundane jobs we need to do. Okay, we got walls to knock down. That one lock a tool, additional walls, building walls. That's another thing. Thank you so much. I'm so glad you came by to say hello. I'm glad I followed you. Glad I followed you. Small streamers stick together. I mean, you're getting a bit bigger now, but it doesn't matter. We're all streamers. We're all cozy streamers as well. We all love horror games and cozy games. That's sort of our whole thing. It's your thing as well. Like, horror meets cozy. It's such a strange thing that they both go hand in hand. I guess after horror games, you kind of need to chill, you know? So this is painting walls. Baby on the way. What have we got here? Hi there. This is from Matt, soon to be dad. My beautiful wife is finally pregnant and we're now more busy than ever before, but very happy too. I have no idea what to get my hands dirty with. There are so many things that need doing before our precious princess arrives. We're 100% sure it's a girl. We've gone ahead and bought a cute little house for the 3 of us. Cute. Unfortunately, it needs a proper clean in preparation for our baby. I hope I can count on you to get the house in order. I would also like to ask if you could prepare the kids' room, buying the crib, changing station, possibly some toys. Put everything in your hands with this matter. Brave. You most definitely have to paint our princess's room a light rose color. Soon to be dad. We gotta do that one, right? Surely. We gotta stick that one on. We've gotta help out the soon to be parents. Okay, so we're going into this new house. We're gonna do a bit of a clean up. We're gonna make it look nice for them and just set up some stuff. And this will give you guys sort of a vibe of what it's gonna be like for us to flip houses when we eventually have the money to do that. We've unlocked the ability to paint, which is a really useful one. Do we have any other perk points to spend? We have quite a few here. So we have the mopping one. We can see more dirt on the map, which is, again, really useful. Faster, which is good, or good mop, which is what we're getting, which will just cover a much wider area of effect, essentially, for mopping and cleaning in general. Have I played the There Are No Ghosts at the Grand demo? I wonder if that's something you may enjoy. I was obsessed. I've never even heard of it. Give me just a moment. I'm going to be real nosy at that. Is it on Steam? I assume it is. If it's a demo, I can set that to download as well. No Ghosts. It is on Steam, okay? At the Grand. Let's have a look. Inherit a crumbling English hotel and restore it by day while battling ghosts at night. That seems like it could be really cute and really fun. And there is a demo here. Oh, I should totally play that on stream. That looks super cozy. It looks like it looks like a combination of a few games that I've seen. It looks like it's got a bit of story to it as well. That's super cute. It is a genre warping game, for sure it is. Yeah, I'm definitely getting those vibes. I'm gonna leave that page up, and it's coming out next year fully, apparently, which would be awesome. I hope it does, because I've played demos of games that have been really good and they've just never released. It's really horrible when that happens. House Flipper, cozy, slightly spooky, little bit of FPS, and it's a musical too. Obviously, I didn't listen to it with the sound just then, otherwise y'all would have heard it as well. But yeah, the trailer. But for sure, I've left the page open because I'm going to download that and give it a go on stream, I think. It's super cute looking. I love it. Okay, so negotiation. These are really useful for when we want to get money. So 10% extra payment for the jobs on stuff that are like just, well, jobs that we're doing right now. So we're definitely going to do that right now. In fact, we can do that up to 25%. The other two, we're never going to finish a job before it's meant to be done. So we don't need to worry about that middle one. And the price negotiation, we can figure that out when we're actually flipping houses. But right now, it's just earning extra money. Why wouldn't we go for that as our option for upgrading? So have you played much House Flipper yourself? The first one or the second one? Is this the sort of game that you find yourself playing? Gardener. We're also going to increase planting speed by 80%. I think that's definitely got to be the one we go for instantly. Okay, let's get in and start work on this apartment here. On this 3-bedroom house. Just clean up as quickly as possible because we got a lot of things to do if we want to get all the tools unlocked by the end of the stream. So we're just going to get right in amongst the weeds here, so to speak. We're going to have to probably clean all the windows now as well that we've unlocked that. There we go. Yeah, all of these will need cleaning. And vacuum, because magical vacuum hoovers up the dirt. Banging the dirt is gone or something, you know? Let's forget how awkward this can be to clean. No, I've never played it, but honestly, this is probably my type of jam. I've not been gaming too long, so there's so much in the gaming world I need to catch up on. You've not been gaming that long? I find that hard to believe. In the best way possible. Like, you give off the vibe of someone that's been playing games forever. Or maybe you have been playing them forever, but it's just been like when you've had time or whenever, but you give off like a different vibe, and it's really good. It is a compliment. You give off the vibe of someone that kind of knows what they're doing with games. I've been playing all sorts of games and genre-wise since I was very young. Obviously you clearly know that you're a horror gamer of some kind because of your description on your channel, but like, generally speaking, you know? Generally speaking. Right, let me just tidy this kitchen up a bit more. I can't wait till I get the faster cleaning as well. That'll be really useful. But the better mop, the more we can clean in one go. But yeah, the first game's a little bit on the jank side, like I said. There'll be little spots on the other side of the wall here. And that's why showing dirt on the minimap is such an OP thing for early game, because that way you just have an idea of where you need to look on a map to get the dirt. I literally picked up a gaming controller for the first time in 2022. So what, just after the pandemic, you were like, no, that was rough. So you know what I'm going to do? Escape my reality for the first time. And you picked up a controller. Wowzers. Open. Okay, these both need cleaning. Pretty much, yeah. What a story. So you're playing like what we have you ever played the Sims then? I imagine not. You've probably heard of the Sims though. There's a challenge in it called Rags to Riches. There's other games where people do it in. You start off with nothing and you kind of work your way up to everything. Anyway, it sounds like that, but with gaming that you've kind of done. I'll leave that cool for them. So that room's all done. The point of this game, Lottie, and to anyone that I've been speaking to in the void, I've explained it once before, but essentially, you have small jobs at the start of the game that you have throughout, and the idea is that we earn enough money from buying our own houses that are going to be a complete crap tip. Like, they're going to be the most messy places ever. We clean them up. We knock some walls down. We can rearrange, you know, a little bit. And we can, you know, paint and decorate and do floors, walls, carpets, gardens, everything. And then we can sell it. We literally just flip houses for more money each time to get even more cooler places. So there's some that are really themed. There's like Doomsday Prepper ones that have bunkers underground. There's like cyberpunky sort of ones that are sort of futuristic-y. There's some really garden heavy ones, and if you don't like the garden stuff, you just kind of you just mow it and you don't bother much and move on. That's gonna be me. But yeah, that's how the game loop works. It's pretty satisfying. It is pretty satisfying. If you've seen Power Wash Simulator or games similar to it, it is very much in the same vein. For sure. Definitely in the same sort of vein. I can't believe that, you know. I cannot believe you've only been going for a few months on here. You just blown me away with that fact. Absolutely. I mean, yeah, crazy. Picking up a controller only a few years ago is also wild to me, to be honest. Okay, clean dirt. You see, there's just something here that is, there it is. Hiding away, that little green stain there. And then there's one hiding somewhere around here. There we go. And all done. 100% done in that room. So we're looking over here. Clean dirt, 91%. So that means there's something somewhere that needs cleaning. So I just hold in the button here on the mouse and just work my way around the room until we get it done. Saying that it's somewhere around here. Right, do we have to move this? We might have to move this. No, it's not here. Okay, corridor is done now. So I have no idea what it was that wasn't right, but whatever it was, we fixed it now. Okay, we have reached the kids' room that we're going to be doing. Kids room, again, I can't wait to unlock a better mop. We do not have that yet though. Just because it is so slow right now, and eventually it gets really good where you can just walk in, it's bam, 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 you know, you're just going through all the tools and you're just really getting things together, and that's when it becomes really like, the core gameplay loop is all about just designing. But I guess that feeling of progression is why they have this in here, is it keeps you hooked in early game and working towards something, I guess. So we start off on just odd jobs, not having quite enough to buy our own like house to flip, and so that's how we do it. And eventually, if we wanted, we could even buy a house, do it up, and then just keep it as our office, and then just sell the original office that we've got, the one from the start of the game. A lot of people don't bother a lot of the time, but it is something you can do. The reason a lot of people don't do that is because the office itself is such a small building, and it's not worth it to sell it a lot of the time, because it is only worth like 20 grand or something. Like, it's barely enough to, like, do, like, a deposit on a cheap house, you know? We have a phrase for people like you. It is called, "Begone, bots." Already been done. Seribot, thank you so much. Seribot coming in clutch there with the mod save. There we go. Awesome. We are 99% there on dirt, so there's something somewhere I'm missing out. Let's just quickly have a walk around the bottom. There we go. Do the ceiling. Around the windows. Around the windows. Floor. Stinky bots. Absolutely stinky bots, for sure. So are we a nighttime shower people, or are we a morning shower person? Slash bath, if you're a bath person as well. Oh, how I cannot wait to be able to see more dirt. We need to clean just a couple more things. Let's go over to somewhere really dirty. Yep. And then let's tidy this up just so we unlock the next upgrade. We've got how many to go? 7 more things to clean or trash. Therefore, a nighttime shower person. In the morning, I just want to stay in bed as long as I can, lol. Me too. I am not a morning person. Like, I will do my best, especially if I've got to be somewhere. I will certainly do my best, but... See more dirt or faster? I think we gotta go faster, right? Faster cleaning. Okay, it's not much faster, but it will get there. It will get the job done. And we can make the bed. Look at that. It's amazing. But yeah, I'm the same. I'm not a morning person at all. Let's quickly clean this window here. There we go. Nice and quick. Awesome. I wish I had a second monitor, or even just a bigger monitor, so that I could have chat up on the PC, because that would actually accurately reflect how many people there are, who's in chat. Things just a bit better than my little tablet setup. I've got my little tablet off to the side. I have to make sure it's charged and everything, just so I can keep an eye on chat here, off to the left. Okay, let's clean this up here. So eventually you get to the stage where people will just hire you to completely do up their houses as if you were flipping them, but obviously they're just going to keep the house for themselves, so you're only going to get paid for the job itself. I think that's us on all the other rooms. I think it's just the stuff in here we need to do now, in the kids' room. Right, darling, I need to love and leave you. Not a problem. It's been lovely tuning in. I'll definitely be dropping into your streams. Not a problem. Thank you so much for coming by and spending a little bit of time on this late winter night with me. Have an amazing night. See you later, lovely. Bye-bye. Alright, anyway, back to you lurkers that might be watching. Okay, we are in the nursery. We need to paint the whole room. Let's actually move this right into the middle. We haven't unlocked the cell feature yet, which is strange. So we're gonna grab the we need to finish this dirt thing. I don't know what's going on here. What it is here that we have not done, that's not appearing anywhere, and I'm not seeing it anywhere. Check the floor. This definitely doesn't seem to be the floor. Oh, we got it. It must have been under the radiator. That's fine. Okay, now we need to paint with the colors pastel pink. So let's go to the store. And I think there should be a way. Tasks here. And then let's just buy a nice large container. We might need even 2 of these for the room, but we'll find out. We do have the cell function, which is really useful. And we can actually paint. It's just one at a time right now, but eventually we'll be able to paint multiple at once. So we can paint, I think, up to like 4 or 5 or 6 all at once, which would be really useful. Beautiful. And as you can see, we're just going to paint the whole room this pastel pink color, which is very cute, very beautiful. We love it. There is optional window pieces that we can paint that don't count towards the cost. It's these ones here. But I do like to do them just because it's consistent. It makes sense. And having a little white trim would just annoy the hell out of me. Just like so. As I say, part of me is hoping that one of my old followers just randomly finds me and then realizes it's me after all these years. The likelihood of that happening this many years later is super low. Super low. But if Shadow, if you ever see this or you ever reappear, I miss you and I hope you're well. And we are talking to a follower of a completely different channel way back during the pandemic, so there's a very low likelihood that they are ever going to see me on Twitch again. But if they ever reappear, I will open my arms to them. How about yourselves in chat? Something to consider. Are you also nighttime shower people, morning shower people? Are we morning people or are we night owls? That's probably the big question. If we're in the UK and you're watching me right now, you're likely a night owl. I say that, it's not even midnight yet, so you might be okay. Love you and leave you. Lottie for sure is from Yorkshire, right? If Lottie's not from Yorkshire, I don't know what's happening. Painting, have we unlocked any perk upgrades? We have. You won't waste paint on an already painted wall. Let's do it. That's the most annoying thing. Nice. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. That's such an annoying thing. There we go. We will no longer be wasting paint. The fact that that's even a thing in the first place is kind of annoying that we need to say yes to that, but you know what? Whatever. They've got to give progression somehow, right? There we go. There's no like difficulty multiplier on this game. It is very much a cozy game. Oh, I can't wait to be able to paint more than one wall at once. We should get a second upgrade point, I think, during this room, just because of how many walls we're doing. Let's just see. 25 walls. Yeah, we should get to the next perk point here. I do think we're going to need to crack open a second can of paint, but that's fine. Maybe a medium can will do us. Because we are about to run out of this color. I usually, if I need to do a big room like this, I would always just grab 2 large buckets of paint, even if I didn't use them, because you can sell what you've got left over and get a little bit of that money back. That's what I used to do when I used to play this game. If you're into like this sort of game, I'd recommend the first one if you're not ready to dump in your money to like the newer one, because I can't advocate for the new game because I've not played it. But the first game I can advocate for massively, and you can get it on sale a lot of the time with all of the DLCs they've got. In fact, there's a few DLCs I don't own yet that they've released for this. Because again, I've just not played the game in such a long time, but when I was playing it, I loved it. Because it's a very cute game. It's a really nice game. Okay, now we need to buy objects. If this wardrobe doesn't fit, by the way, we can get rid of it. There's literally nothing stopping us from selling that right now. It's a brand new house, they don't know what's in here. Or do they? Okay, let's go to tasks. These are the things we need to buy. It's the quickest way to get them for a job, a quick job. So baby cot, as it's pink, I think we're gonna do pink colors as well. We got pastel rose and pastel rose. I say that, the blue is kind of cute, but no, we're gonna do that. I think that's really cute. And then we're gonna put that there. And then we're gonna grab the changing table cabinet. Grab that in pink, also in white. Keep it to the theme. Just there. We want to get ourselves a bookcase. We're gonna keep that in white as well. And we're gonna put that right here. Beautiful, and we can put all the little storage stuff in there, which is really cute. And we want 2 poofs, and the poofies we will shove here and here. Really, really cute. We could add in more, but we're not going to get paid extra for it, so there's not really much point. It would only be for aesthetics. It's 100% done. We get 5 grand, so it was worth sticking around and doing that. We should have that extra perk point in theory as well. Here we go, loading in. We're back in the room. Warning, a mole has dug its way into the lot. Use a shovel to remove all the molehills. Have we unlocked a shovel? That's the question. By doing that, do we have a shovel now? We do not. It is teasing us with the shovel idea. Oh, now have we unlocked them? By doing that? We have not. It's just something we can walk up to and sort out. That's fine. Okay, well, cool. Molehills. There we go. That's how those work. These outlets, that will need changing when we unlock the ability to do that. We can mount a radiator in here, but again, we're in no rush right now. Let's continue onwards to unlock the next thing. Student house to clean up. Anything that's going to unlock a tool. If not, we'll go on to one of the other ones. Good morning. I hope you can help me. I'm retired and not in the best of health. I currently own an apartment that I have been renting to a bunch of students for many years. This year, unfortunately, I rented to a bad bunch of students, which turned out to not be the best decision. Trust me, I know. As a university student, I know. That they didn't pay on time, so I went to check things out. Went out the door, I almost had a heart attack. The whole house was a pigsty. There was trash, liquor bottles, and mud everywhere, and they were laying on the kitchen floor drinking. When I spoke to them, they rudely told me to get lost. I finally got them evicted, but the mess still remains. Some of the furniture and radiators are missing, because we all know that that's what students do. They steal radiators. Can you please clean up my house and make it suitable for new tenants so I can put this mess behind me? Yours, Nick Flo. What a name. Sorry, Nick. We'll come back to you. We have priorities right now. Painting. Amaranth walls. That's just going to be painting, right? Replace the broken electrical socket. Oh, one we will actually need to do soon. So let's quickly do that one. And we should have the painting thing. So we'll try get the one where we can paint multiple walls at once. That's going to be a really good thing for us. Okay, we're in. Okay, looks very cute, very demure. Let's head in here. Wow, beautiful, tidy, clean house. Is this a thing in the States? Well, first off, what the hell is happening with those 2 lights next to each other? They look so ugly. Second off, the glass sliding doors are like plentiful in here. Is this an American thing? Is this a European thing that I'm not aware of? I don't see this really in Britain. Interior sliding glass doors. The only place we use glass doors is for like back porches or something, you know? Super strange to me. Okay, we need to repair 1 electrical outlet. So let's look for a little brown electrical outlet. It's clearly been burnt out. Where is it going to be hiding? Not there. Maybe behind the cabinet here? Nope, it's not there. Interesting. With kitchenette. Oh, it says in the top right here. Is it behind this? It is. It's hidden behind there. Okay, then we just undo this screw here. We take off the panel. We unscrew it here and here. Lift it out. Put the new one in. Connect them to the relevant connectors. Do you remember that thing I showed you earlier? Yep, we can do all them in advance, so it doesn't have to do the animations. So when we do that, we just plug it in. 1, and we'll get faster at this as well, don't worry. Place this on here. Screw that in. Boom. Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. There we go. It's a bit finicky to get it back in place correctly. It is a little finicky. Yeah, very finicky. Okay, that's gonna trigger me. Let me just move this out of the way and sort this out. Okay, it does not want to go back into its original place at all. That's really triggering me. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? You guys will hate me for this. Who do you think I am? Oh, we can't sell it. Are you kidding me? Fine, it's gonna be slightly ajar. It's gonna trigger me to no end, but whatever. Paint with the colors amaranth and grey. I assume 50-50, but we'll find out as we go. So we'll buy a large of each just in case we need it. So we're going to grab one of each of those, and then let's go to our painting scale. We need one more painted wall, so we'll start to unlock our next thing. I think a feature wall would be a good idea. Adverts for the next 90 seconds. If you want to support the stream, feel free to stick around and just watch them for us. That'd be amazing. Or go to another stream and come back in a minute, or whatever works best for you. Awesome. There we go. No skill point. So what we can do is we can paint 2 walls at the same time. Watch this. You guys see it? You guys see the vision? You see it all coming together? And that's going to be super, super useful, especially once we can hold more paint on the brush at once as well. Oh, look at that. Look at how amazing that is. We're now painting so quickly, which is amazing. Oh no, we accidentally dipped. We double dipped into the grey there. Oh, what a disaster. There we go. Just like so. Look at that. And again, I have no obligation to paint the ones around the window. I do it anyway just because it's like it's an almost OCD thing. So again, no obligation to do that. I just do that myself as a preference, which is fine. There we go. Okay, let's finish that off. I'll be honest, I am almost tempted to leave that as the feature wall and do a grey on each side. I think that's what I'm gonna do. But yeah, being able now to paint 2 walls at once is going to be super fetch. It's going to be really good for us in our speed. So we're going to continue to do that. Welcome back if you just came back from adverts. Massively appreciate you sticking around and supporting the channel. Awesome. Yep, we can paint 2 walls at once now. It is such a magical thing. And once we unlock the well, more upgrades to it, we'll be able to paint even more walls at once, and we'll be able to hold more paint on the brush at one time, so we can paint just loads really quickly, which will be really, really cool, but obviously right now, not something to be worried about. Let's just smash on with this. And again, before the end of the stream, so I don't care how long it takes, I would like to have the majority of my tools unlocked. That would be really useful to me, so feel free to stick around, have me on in the background. And again, because of the type of game this is, that you can go off and make yourself a hot chocolate. In fact, that'd be a great idea for me, even. Go off, make yourself a hot chocolate, get cozy, get into your snugglies, your pajamas if it's, you know, coming into the evening, and just really settle down. This game is all about chilling out and just vibing, you know? This is like one of the most vibe games I've ever played. Oh, switch that back to grey. And again, if I could afford it, I would go ahead and get House Slipper 2, but I'm just not there yet. Too expensive right now. So y'all get me playing for the first game, which is such a good game, y'all. And I don't have all the DLCs for it, but I've got most of them, so you get to see a lot of the really cool maps they've got here. There we go. Beautiful. We're almost there on this map here. Okay, we could complete the job now, but we cannot leave a job half finished. I'm sorry, I'm so against that. So we're gonna do this here. There we go. We've got 100% of the job now, but we need to finish around the windows because my OCD. I don't have OCD, by the way. I know some people actually have it. But my OCD-like feelings will not let me. See, we can sell the remaining paint we did not use, which is really useful. I think that looks amazing. An accent wall, I think, was the right way to go. That color, for me, this color scheme, works really well. I love that. Just that one wall there, being that color. I do have a slight problem with a kitchen just having painted walls behind the oven. That kind of triggers me. I really wish there was a tiled area, you know, at least half height, just so there was some backsplash for oil or bolognese sauce or whatever. Having it just go on the wall would freak me out. I would hate that. Personally, I couldn't stand that. Anyway. Ooh, there's something that we've not done. Okay. What's this? Well, what have we not done? Is it in here? Another electrical outlet. Oh, I'm so glad I did not click OK there. We nearly left a job like halfway done. That would have been a disaster. Okay, let's do this out of order because we be like that. We love doing it out of order. It's the best way to do it. Let's get that in here. Stick that in there. Wherever possible, I try to do it slightly out of order. It does make it just a tad quicker, you know? Awesome, because we don't have to go through the animations, so it saves us a couple of seconds. Complete a job, 100%. There we go. I've got a grand there, which is really, really nice. There we go. I love that accent wall. I think that was a really good accent wall. Awesome. Let's hop straight into the next job, whatever that's going to be. Whenever it loads. We still have to unlock the Hoover for bugs. Okay, what have we got here? Additional walls. To learn that, remove the bushes. We'll do the garden stuff later because that is technically a DLC. We just need to unlock the core stuff for flipping houses. Additional walls. Good afternoon. I need some alterations made to my 2-bedroom house. My daughter is now 3 and we feel it's time that she has her own room. Please divide the bedroom into 2 rooms and make sure that the new rooms both have doors that connect to the corridor. Could you please also put in a bed and remove and sell the crib? Yours faithfully, Tom Johnson. What a name. So this is going to teach us the skill of building walls. Now again, just like with painting, we will get to the stage where we can build more than one wall at once. Wall/lindel. Half wall. So this garden's a mess. We don't have the mower or the strimmer, so we're not going to do that for them. And plus, we wouldn't really get anything extra for doing that. It's not like we're flipping it. There is an electrical outlet that needs repairing in here somewhere. Let's check our perks. Ooh, negotiation. There we go, 50% extra payment for the job. That's what we're going to go with. There we go. And that's the best way early game for us to maximize how much we're making off of these odd jobs. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. It's saying it's over in this corner. Yes, I can see it. Okay. Let's hopefully we can place back the sofa right where it was initially as well. Is this like a super common problem wherever this is based? Like electro outlets burning out like this? Because like I've never seen an electrical outlet like this in real life that's been like that burnt out. I assume these are grounding pins of some sort, so maybe these aren't American outlets. I'm not sure though. Okay, let's grab that now and shove that back in the corner. Please work, please work. I know it's funky about electro outlets. Okay, it's not going to work. So as that's going to trigger me, we're going to move it slightly over. Why is the sofa facing this direction anyway? Let's be honest. Like, this is a super stupid placement anyway. I'm going to put the TV cabinet next to the outlet. And we're going to rotate this sofa anyway. I'm going to move the plan over here for now. We're doing a little bit of arranging, and I know it's not part of what we need to do right now, but it is going to make me feel a little better about what we're doing here. There we go. Okay, there's no way I can place that there. I'm going to place that a little bit closer there to the kitchen. Hopefully we can squeeze that in the corner. Oh, this is super triggering. Okay, fine. Let's place this over. Oh, I hate this. Oh, I hate this so much. What the hell? The feng shui guy would hate this. This is such an ugly, like, layout. Oh, the feng shui guy would be having a field day with me right now. Okay, let's, can we jump over here? If you all know the feng shui guy that I'm talking about, you know. Okay, we do have space here. We just need to position it just right. Just in the right place here. Come on. Let me place it in. Is it? Oh god, I hate that. I hate that so much. Right, at least if I place that, kind of works. I don't like it though. I really don't like that at all. It kind of works. Oh, that's such an ugly layout for a kitchen. Okay, so looking at the minimap in the top right, you can see the red and we can see the green. I believe the red is what we're knocking down. So now we've unlocked, look, loads of options. We're almost fully there on what we can do. We can destroy the red highlighted walls here. Smash. And then we have to do a couple at a time in order to smash them out properly. It does despawn stuff that's been successfully knocked down, so it will just take a moment and it will just, boom, disappear after just a few moments, just like that. And you can see quite satisfyingly on the little display in the top right on the minimap that it's all just going away nicely. So where it's yellow obviously means that it's only partially destroyed, and that's because these lentils or whatever just haven't been knocked in just enough for them to count as being fully destroyed yet. There we go, and they'll start to fully disappear once we've got them all done. There we go. Just like so. Beautiful. Hitting them from the top, getting them fully destroyed here. Now, obviously, if it was real life, first off, you wouldn't just take a sledgehammer to most walls. This, you know, in real life, that isn't something you would just do. But, in this game, we are A-okay to do that. Awesome. And you see this grey outline? This is going to be where we are building the new walls. So what we can do is we go into build walls. So these are the lintels, the ones that go over the top of door frames. And these are our normal walls. So at the minute, we actually have a point here for demolition. So that's muscle strength, upgraded hammer, 25 faster. We'll do muscle strength for demolition. And then we'll unlock one for building, where we'll again be able to build up to, was it 5 or 6 or 7 or whatever it is, walls at once, which is really cool. But at the minute, we just have to do it slowly, one at a time. Luckily, it's only a very small job, and that's the point of these sort of tutorial levels. And we'll also be painting the wall. I don't know if that's going to pop up as an objective once we built this, but I personally would say we should paint the new walls to match the white interior wall. Otherwise, it would just be a little rude, I think, to not do that. We need to learn plastering still, which is a skill that we got to keep an eye out for. These rooms are going to be tight, by the way. Like, these are going to be really tight box rooms. Right, new skill point. Let's go. So we can build up 3 walls at once here, or build a wall that's already painted. Ooh, big decisions. Early game, big decisions. 3 walls at once, I think, has got to be the thing, though. For sure, it's got to be the thing. There we go. We got one more to go, just like so. Where is Shadow? Okay, we need to paint this. So let's make sure it's the same white. Just like so. And I'll go to store. I'm just going to type in white. Okay, and can I filter by... alphabetically, and look for paint. White. Let's grab a medium pot. That's fine. I think that's the white it should be. Please be the right shade. Yes, it is. Okay. 2 walls at once as well. So the next upgrade we're going to do is it's an already painted wall, and it will literally just be like a white base. But like it's going to be really useful because it means we don't have to deal with repainting them from brick to whatever color straight away. I don't know, it's just a handy thing to have. Is it essential? No, it is purely just, would you do this in real life? Would you build the wall and then just abandon the wall? If you were responsible for making it like look okay as well. A lot of the time you probably wouldn't. But then I guess in real life you'd also need to plaster the wall before you paint it and do all that. But generally if you're expected to do all of it, you're gonna do all of it. You're not just gonna build it and then be done with it. If they've asked you to do more, you're gonna do everything. So that's what we're doing as well. I think it's only right. In here we need to sell the baby cot. We need to buy the bed. So let's buy the bed here from the tasks section. And we are going to grab a very cute bed here. I think go for like a beechwood. Beautiful. That looks really cute. In my opinion, this looks like a really cute bed. I think that will be perfect for the little kid. I'm not going to leave it right there. Don't worry, I'm just rearranging a little bit because we need to. We need to rearrange this just a bit here. Little bunny can go up here. And then we can just place the blocks up here for now. We could build something right now, but that's not, we're not at that stage. We don't have the time to be doing that. We've got to unlock all of our stuff. But yeah, you could build like little custom structures and stuff for sure. Game is cute and allows you to do stuff like that. It's very, very freeing in that regard. Yeah, okay. I think I know what I'm doing. Because of the radiator. So we're gonna do that here. Just like so, and then we'll put that into the top corner here. That way the kid, if they wake up, they can see the attacker coming from the door and they have a chance to react. And their head isn't facing the door, so yeah. Is there a way that I can break up the energy in this room? It would be to move this by the bottom of the bed, ideally. Nah, it's kind of ugly though, but it would be a way to sort that. Feng Shui guy, I need your hand. I need you to guide me through this. It's a very traumatic thing that I'm going through here. Alright. I'm just going to place these on the windowsill. Because we can't sell them. I love that it basically just called me a monster for even suggesting that we sell them earlier. Not in the kids' room, but like in a different area. Yeah, let's do that there. And I'll put that in the corner there. It's fine. Okay, complete the job. Are we 100% done? We're 90% of the way. So we have an electrical outlet in here to do, which is in... Of course it's right in the back corner. Of course it is. Right here. Why is this even busted? It's behind a wardrobe. What did you plug in here? It's such an awkward outlet. Why have you somehow messed that up this badly? Do you see what I mean? Just doing these ahead of time. Eventually we'll be able to upgrade this to make it quicker, by the way. Don't worry about that. The installations and stuff. We just haven't done enough of them yet to get any of those upgrades. Everything everything gets so much better as we go. I need to quickly hydrate. It's been a minute since I did that. And I talk a lot. I do apologize. Keep hydrated, kids. Very important for your vocal health. Okay, we are back in. We are continuing. Okay, cool. We have our wardrobe. The second we get a new outlet in, it's just like, nah, you can't place anything in front of that. Oh my god, those are so pretty. Oh, those look British. Those look like British houses. That's so cute. I love these. These are really cute pictures. I love photography. Photography is really cool. 100% done. Nearly 4 grand for that. Very good. There we go. Very cute vibes. Could we have painted it? Yes, we could, but we got stuff to do, and it was not a requirement, so we're not doing that. Awesome. Awesome. Saving files to portfolio. Not that I particularly care about that right now. Hop on to the next thing. Plastering is the next thing we need to do, really, for the primary tools we need to unlock. And tiling. So it's tiling and plastering we need. I think we unlock them at the same time, but I'm not sure. We have 9 things now. Oh god, okay. Walls to knock down, let's see. Mr. or Mrs. Mrs. here, just Miss even. Recently, large rooms have become popular, which is proven by the fact that my neighbour and the neighbour of my neighbour knocked down several walls in their homes. Would also like to have several walls demolished in my house. The walls between the living room and the kitchen and corridor seem unnecessary. What is more, the neighbour from across the street painted the walls in her bedroom with a bright blue sky colour, and I would also love to have the same. Is this a HOA or a cult? I believe that such a professional company will deal with my request at a very low cost without any problems. What sort of buttering up is that? Oh, a very professional company would be so grateful to have me. What? Okay, that's not going to unlock any tools as far as I'm aware right now, so we're not going to do that right now. Topic, save me from these horrible colors, honey. Oh, hello, my dear. Hello, oh, hello, my dear. I'm so happy that you offered to help me with house flipping. I hope your offer is still valid. You wouldn't say no to such a wonderful person like me, right? Here's the deal. About a month ago, I moved to my cousin's house. She is, I'm sorry to say, an artiste. Her artistic soul commands her to live in a house that looks like a Christmas tree. OMG, really? Because the walls hurt my eyes. Cry so much that I can't stand the look of them. Oh, I'm so angry that I'm afraid that the sour look on my face will give me wrinkles. That would be terrible. We have to do something with it, and you, my sweetie, have to help me with it. The grammar is horrifying in this email. You need to repaint all the walls with normal colors before my cousin returns from the gallery. This feels illegal. Going into your cousin's house, ordering a professional company to repaint all of their walls without their consent. That sounds illegal, right? Toned and quiet colors will be awesome. You know what I like. No, I don't. I don't know what you like. The game will tell me what you like, but I have no idea. Thank you for everything, and remember to hurry. Haha, no. No, you're not getting it straight away. Necessary extra bathroom. Good morning. I bought a big house in which a second bathroom is desperately needed. I realized this after only a week of living here, and I cannot stand it anymore. There's a room next to the kitchen that's perfect for a bathroom and probably even has the appropriate connections. Oh, and you will also need to paint the walls in the bedrooms. Again, I'm not seeing any extra tools there that I need to unlock. Bathroom and home workshop. What are we looking here? Hello, my grandma, who lived with us, passed away last year. Her room has been standing empty for many months. Together with my husband, we decided to rebuild it. My husband needs a tool room, and I dreamt of an extra bathroom. But even though our house is not small, there is only one bathroom in it. Our kids are growing, and mornings can be difficult when you can't use the bathroom because there is someone in it. Please remove all items from Grandma's room. Build a dividing wall into 2 rooms. And the existing bathroom is exactly above our grandmother's room, so you should be able to mount everything in the new bathroom. I would like this new bathroom to be elegant and functional. We have so much to do across the base game ones, and you've noticed we've got some new colours here in the emails. So we have the HGTV DLC that we've unlocked now that we're a bit further into the tutorial section. Let's change things up. Yes, so this is like a TV show. There is money to be made in this. And HGTV are essentially a channel where it's all about doing up homes and the before and afters. And they take a lot more of the before and afters, a lot of different rooms and angles. And you have a client that will essentially... You go into a space and there'll be a couple of clients that will have a couple of different opinions of what do you think would look best in here? Is it the wife's opinion? Is it the husband's opinion? And things like that. And so it's all about going into these spaces and interacting and deciding what's going to look best and then bringing together a finished product. So it's like a customized house flipper thing with like very specific objectives. We also have the luxury DLC. These are big mansions and things like that. Really big houses with a lot more rooms. A lot more just to do overall. And then that DLC also unlocked like a whole bunch of extra decorations and stuff which we can use in our own houses as well. And then there's the garden DLC, which we've already touched on a little bit in this stream, which has its own set of tools, its whole wheel of tools. So mowing grass, trimming stuff, putting pools in, decorations, everything outside. We're not going to touch them right now. We're going to continue with the base game stuff. The quickest one here to do would be... Okay, the student house to clean up is going to be a bigger one. Oh god, it's probably going to be the painting one, you know. Let's do walls to knock down. Let's just work through them. Let's just work through the ones we've got in order. And hopefully one of these has something that needs plastering as well. Because I'm not seeing any of it straight up saying that anything needs fixing or plastering over. So without that, I have nothing to work off. Alright, let's go inside. Modify the room layout. So you see this giant section we need to demolish. So let's get right on that. Let's go from the lintels down. Just like so. We are getting good progress here. Just keep going from the top here. We are getting through it nice and quick here. And you notice because we did like a big swathe of it all in one go, we just hit like certain key parts and it just wipes out the walls all around it, which is really useful for us. There we go. Do be careful to only knock down the stuff you need to knock down. Don't knock down... Let's turn off, get rid of this. Do we need to get rid of this door? I love that it says I shouldn't do this to the light switch that we're literally just knocked off of a hammer there. Whatever. But yeah, big swathes of it all at once. Now, once we've done a bit of it, let's sell this door. Just like so. And continue onwards. Beautiful. And we are almost there. We just need to finish this wall here. Go, and it's just about aiming it in the right place and taking it down just enough. I always forget I can jump on this, which is really useful because I can just hop on furniture and start going ham at the wall. Do we have any more perk points that we need to use? We do. We have a demolition one. We have muscle strength, faster demolition, upgraded hammer. Ooh, big question. Faster demolition. Oh, that's so much more satisfying. Look at that. Much more satisfying. Here we go. Come on. There we go. Awesome. There we go. Getting into these is actually getting quite hard. Time to segue into the adverts. I'll try not to do anything or say anything too interesting while you're away. Thank you so much for sticking around, and I love you guys. I'll see you in just a minute. What do you mean you shouldn't do this? It's not like a sin against nature. Jesus. Okay. Okay, cool. Well, we've opened that up. That looks cool. I mean, this doesn't. Let me quickly sort this out. There we go. Okay, first off, I need to repaint this. This is gonna drive me nuts if I don't repaint this. So let me let me grab the paint for this here. Let's grab some white. Let's grab a small bucket of it here because we only need to do one little piece here. I don't think there's anything else. No, nothing else that we need to do. We can sell the rest of that paint. In here, paint of the colors sleepy blue. Okay, anything in here? Nothing in here. Nothing in the bathroom. Nothing in the kitchen. So it's just the painting now, which we can grab from here. Perks, store, tasks. That's the one, and it's going to be this sleepy blue here, as it is a fall room color. I am going to grab a medium one and a large one, just so we have the excess that we need. And then we're going to get to painting, which is going to take us a little minute, but we will get there. Thank you so much for sticking around for the adverts, supporting small streamers like myself by sitting through those. You are amazing, and I love you so much for it. We are just continuing painting this room. It's the last thing we need to do on this property before we move on to the next one. Fortunately, there was no plastering to be done here, which is kind of sad. In terms of the key tools, there is tiling. I believe there's tiling, plastering, and the Hoover, which we need to get. I think that's what we need for the core stuff. Of course, we'll find out as we go, but I'm pretty sure that's what we need to unlock lastly. Having been obviously a good few years since I played this game, it's my memory on it's a little hazy on it, but those are some core mechanics that I do know are coming. So whether they're their own tools, like the molehills, they're not like its own exclusive tools with a shovel, then that's going to be the difference, really. Awesome, we've got that. And again, just remember when you're playing this yourself, you do not have to do these walls or these walls for it to count for painting. It's just I don't like personally. I mean, it would work with a blue and white, but like generally speaking, I would not just do this and then just leave the windowsill. That would be weird for me. It works with the blue because blue and white have always went together really well. Well, we could finish it now, but I'm not going to. We're going to keep going. We're going to get 100% completion because that's the kind of people we are. We are 100% completionists for this. I'm not an achievement hunter, though. I am not an achievement hunter. I am not patient enough to be an achievement hunter. There we go. And that's fine. You don't need to be an achievement hunter to play games, especially not cozy games. These are cozy for a reason. You're not meant to be hardcore at these games. If you earn them passively and you complete it all, that's amazing. But if you're ever in doubt about whether you should like 100% a game, you probably shouldn't bother. Like, if you want 100% a game, it should either happen on accident because you just are enjoying the game that much, or like you're intending on speedrunning it from the get-go, really. Like, what was it? Bob Ross says it best. Happy little accidents. The first game I ever 100%ed, okay, it was a Telltale game, so I'm not going to count that. The first game I properly 100%ed by happy accident because the game was just that good. It had me hooked from beginning to end. And I just wanted willingly to do everything, was Spider-Man. Insomniac Games, Spider-Man. Those guys, I don't know what they did, but they smashed it. They did such an amazing job with that game. So much so, I even, Spider-Man 2, when that released, got it just so I could 100% it. It's the only game that's ever had me that engaged. Was that Spider-Man game. It was so well done. So I'm just holding the enter button here and just checking for any. There we go. We had a wall there that wasn't quite finished there. We're now 100% of the job. Now we've got nearly 5 grand. We definitely have enough to get our first house to flip, but again, we don't have the hoover yet to hoover them up, and we don't have the tiling, so I want to just get some more quick jobs out the way so that we unlock those. As I say, I hope you're having a great night wherever you're tuning in from. I hope it's going okay for you. If it's still the afternoon, I hope the rest of the evening is going okay as well. Okay, let's hop back on and see what we got here. We got even more stuff here. Clean up the house, please. That's home to redecorate. Let's have a quick scan of this before I read it. Not what I need to worry about. Terrible condition, actually. It might be. Certain guest, a certain unwanted guest lived there for a while. Okay. Electricity problems as well. We'll continue. We'll do the student house next. That's the next one that's on. Oh, goodness. Oh, my giddy aunt. They weren't kidding about the bottles. Oh, we have bugs. We have bugs. Awesome. We can clean them up. Awesome. So, of course, we'll ignore the garden. Giant garden. We'll ignore it. We're just going to get right into this with the cleaning because we need to just properly lock in right now for the cleaning because there is so much to clean here. It's worth noting that I am currently in student accommodation in real life, so I'm no stranger to seeing flats that are just full of balls. They think it's an achievement. I think some students, undergrads specifically, think that like collecting their drinks bottles is some kind of like, I don't know, like dick measuring contest or something. I don't know, but whatever. All right, let's reset this real quick. There we go. Oh, I can hear them. I can hear them crawling around. It's really gross. Oh god, look at the state of that. That's barely even a bed, right? That's barely a bed. And also, I've just realized that the headrest is at the wrong side. Let me just rotate that. There we go. Awesome. We will properly clean them all up in a minute. I'm just checking. Okay, this needs properly outfitting with stuff. We're just squaring stuff up so we can come straight in, sort them all out, and then go from there. Okay, first off, a radiator right up against the bed is a bad idea at the best of times. And this is not the best of times. So that would maybe work. I think just a general rearranging is going to be in order here. So let me move the bed over here. There we go. And then we're going to move the wardrobe over here. It gives us loads of floor space here. In fact, I'm wondering if I can get this even more in the corner. Just like so. Is it perfect? No. Can I move it any further back? That's as close as I'm getting it, I think. There we go. That looks really good. And we'll continue on here. Pick up all the trash. God, it looks like somebody died in here. Jeez. We are getting there. So we're just doing the trash run real quick and then just squaring up things that need straightening out. And then we'll go over and we'll do our appliance run, our mopping run, our window run, all of the runs in just a moment. If you're a person with fear of cockroaches, we can change it to pieces of glass. I'm not fussed about that. Obviously, if viewers do start to get freaked out by them, I can change it to glass. Just let me know. I know some people are not a fan of insects, so it's up to you guys. It's the same for if we ever played like Grounded or something, and any of you had like fear of spiders, and I would also take that into consideration as well. Grounded is like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, but like as like a survival game where you're in like a garden and you have to survive. And obviously there's lots of spiders in that, so if that was a thing or you have an issue with, you could just let me know. It's not a problem. And I appreciate that games give people these sort of options. I think it's really considerate. I think it's really, really nice that they do that. There we go. Okay, and we're just going to straighten these out. Put these on the bar. Having these sort of chairs at a bar is kind of strange, I'll be honest, but whatever. Vacuum cleaner. Okay, so I think like the molehills, these probably aren't things to unlock, which is fine. There we go. Eliminated the cockroach nest. Let's go. There we go. We've got two more to go. Again, we will eventually. We got painting. We can upgrade that. Let's do less paint usage or faster painting. Faster painting for sure. Look at these big swaves of them. We're hoovering up in each pass. Look at that go. And again, we'll do the big mopping run in just a moment. We don't need to continue, but again, I'd rather know that I've done a good job and that I've cleaned them all up. There we go. Come on, pick it up. There we go. Awesome. Let's go around and mop this all up. Again, we're gonna start to work on upgrading the cleaning as we go as well. We need to do another 108 cleaning elements to get the next upgrade. Again, massively. It's almost like a factorial thing where you go from just having to clean like a few objects to like hundreds before you get your next upgrade. So like I say, they really do treat you, but you have to be really selective early on what you want to use and what you want to upgrade, because very quickly you're going to get to the stage where you're going to have to clean even more just to get upgrades you probably should have gotten at the start. So picking the right ones early, quite important, and I'm pretty sure I probably haven't picked the best ones right now in order to maximize my speed. So that's a mistake that I've made there, for example. It's saying that we still got trash somewhere, which is concern. Oh, it's up there. I just didn't see them there, like a silly Billy. Right, we're looking on the ceiling as well. Not seeing any dirt there. There we go. I wonder where the mess must have been somewhere around there. Sorry, I thought I heard a notification on the stream manager there, so I just had to check that. There's another dirty ass room here that needs doing. Let's quickly do that. god. These beds suck, by the way. Whoever bought these beds for the students. I cannot see students actually like, doing stuff there. Okay, cleaning. We've got mops here. 25% faster cleaning. Which I think is gotta be the one we go for, right? Or do we go for like the better mop? I think it's gotta be faster, right? Yeah, we'll do it faster. Faster is always good. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's what we want. Faster cleaning. Oh, so much better. Okay, that's amazing. We're gonna just keep working on that. That's awesome. Why can I sleep? Why can I sleep? That must be like a feature if like, oh, you want to see how things look at night with different lighting. That's such a strange feature to have in this game. I guess it makes sense. It's a way for you to like change the time of day with it feeling natural. But can you imagine going to a customer's house and just sleeping there? That's so weird. I'm sure there's people that probably do it, but like, no. Just no, you know? Alright, they need a radiator in here. What's the random ass fucking red stripe? That's so triggering. Why is that just there? That's such a weird thing. They expected me to sort that out. They expected my internalized OCD to go crazy here because it's absolutely going crazy. Fine, I'm going red. Red paint. Red paint. Red, fine. Red. Withered rose. Wow. Okay, descending. Okay, let's just go to paint. Floor, ceiling, glass walls, walls. Withered rose, whatever that is. Lilac. Smoky pink. Ruby red. That's likely the one, right? Rowan fruit. Let's give that a go. And hopefully that's the right color. Oh god, I don't think it is. Oh god, that's ugly. No, that is not the one. Okay, it's a brighter red than that. It's just red, yeah? Okay, we can do red. Oh god, it's not red either. What is it? Is it the weird one? What? Okay, is it the really soft one? We got withered rose. It could be withered rose. It's not ruby red, and it's not red. It could be precious carnelian. Let's just buy the sample sizes real quick, so I'm not wasting all my money. This is ugly. Why? Okay, let's try withered rose. Withered rose. It's not withered rose either. What the hell color is this? It's not rowan fruit, is it? It's not carnelian. It's not Persian red. Noble vermilion? Foxy red? English red. Okay, that looks right. No, it doesn't. Never mind. Why'd I buy that? Okay, God, it's such an ugly color. I just wanted to color match it, but it's really hard. There's antique red? I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna pretend I didn't see it because I don't need to do it. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see it. I'm sorry. It's triggering me as well, but like, no, just no. I'm not gonna color match right now. It's not the time. Let's mount this radiator though. We can definitely do that right now. Right, let's grab a radiator from the tasks. Let's do a regular one. Space. We should have that faster mounting speed now as well, which is awesome. Yeah, a little bit faster, which is nice. The more of these we do, the quicker it will get, which will be really, really satisfying. We'll just hop in, smash out a radiator. Accidentally sat down, close the door. Clean the dirt. What have we got in here? Have we got much more dirt? Ah, found it. Okay, it was on the window. There we go. Awesome. And then we just need to mount a radiator. Let's do a large one. Let's be spoiled. Let's give them a large one because it's a nice big room here. A huge window. Oh god, no. We're gonna... Okay, fine. I placed it down and it's squirting water, so we wanna get it in even if it's in a really cringe position. Okay. Pretend it doesn't exist. It's not where I want it to be, but pretend it doesn't exist, and it doesn't exist. Okay. Feel like that 25% speed like is barely noticeable now. It was super noticeable earlier, but right now it feels super not noticeable. There we go. Let's get the ceiling done because that's the power of mops. Let's head our way back down here. Check all the ones in here. I'm surprised it's not asking me to paint everything, to be honest. It does want me to do the toilet and like install like a sink and a towel radiator. Those don't take too long to install, so we can quickly do that now while we're in here. There we go. Let's grab that as well. Anything else that I can clean up in here by the door frame? Just there. Awesome. Okay, cool. No more dirt in here, so it's just the sink and radiator. Sink here, I'm going to go for the same thing that I usually go for, which we're going to go for a grey on grey, I think. Oh, we need to unscrew it so we can place it in. That's fine. There we go. Let's give that another go. So we're going to give this another go. Let's go with this one. And yeah, just go with the base one here. Boom. So let's make sure we're doing more than one thing at a time here. We might as well. And make sure not to flood the place. That's probably a good idea. There we go. All done. Awesome. Just like that. We love that. Okay, we just need to grab the radiator, mount that behind us. There we go. Just like so. Awesome, let's check out in here. It's just a radiator and a bunch of cleaning to do. Clean the windows, of course. Hopefully you like white noise, because that is pure white noise coming out of that little machine. Super relaxing. It's probably technically like brown noise or something like that, but it's a super relaxing noise regardless. There we go. And we just need to mount the radiator in here. Right under the window. Now we're going to do the top one, the exact same. We're almost there on this, which is good. Okay. That's done, bathroom's done, that's all done. Just make sure we get rid of all the stains on the walls here. There we go. Let's quickly sort out this other bathroom, which is really gross. Now, remember in the email, they said that the students had stolen the radiators? And like some of the furniture, but like stealing the sink and the towel radiator just seems like a bit of a stretch. I don't know what's going on with this person, but like I doubt students are stealing radiators. They must be worth a lot in scrap in this universe if they're stealing radiators randomly. And it must be happening quite a lot because like lots of people are saying that their radiators have just been snatched, which is such a strange thing. Right, we need to mount a washer. Wait, we need to look for points that we need to unscrew. Okay, and then it's a radiator, which is fine. So let's grab a washer of some description. Let's just do this one here. These can be a little finicky to set up, but it should be okay. So we're going to unscrew all 4 of these bolts here. And we're essentially got to release the drum so that it's able to spin freely. Here we go. Oh, something went weird there. There we go. Nice and easy, and now we just got to hook it up. So we're going to hook that up there, tighten it on. Screw that on there, tighten that up. And then we just got to put in our drainage. There we go, all done. Handyman upgrade. Okay, let's do... We got plastering faster or 6 tiles at once and then 25% faster. It's got to be that one. Faster mountain's really tempting as well, but the tiling one's going to come in handy the second we learn to tile. Otherwise, that first one's just going to take forever, the first mission that we do of it. So having the 6 tiles at once is going to be super useful. I'd much rather get that out of the way now. There we go. Awesome. And this bathroom is, we need to just clean the window and then it's a-okay. If you want to see more of me doing House Flipper, be sure to let me know by dropping a follow or just letting me know in any way that you can. Yeah, even if it's just in whispers, if you don't want to leave it in chat there. Feel free to send a whisper to me saying that you're enjoying it or you want to see more House Flipper, so I know. But I enjoy the game. It's a good passive game. It's just whether or not you want to see it on stream or not. I assume if you stuck around this long, you probably want to see a bit more of it. Right, because I'm still trying to figure out what to put into my cozy slots usually. They go through to midnight sort of time. And if this works out, then I think we found our evening game. Or this type of game, at least. Get those ceiling ones down. Right. There we go. And then let's mount our radiator. There we go. Awesome. Let's find ourselves our dirt. There's gotta be a bit of dirt somewhere that I've missed. There we go. It must have been just somewhere on that wall over there. Alright, there is still a little bit I need to clean. So it's not in there. So it's going to be in here and in this initial room with the bunk beds. There's so many rooms in this house. It's crazy. For such a small house, they've crammed so many rooms into it. They're all decent sized rooms as well, which is quite crazy. This is like the biggest job we've had so far on the quick jobs front. Tell you what, I want to watch the new Stranger Things at some point. It's just, I feel like I need to rewatch the previous seasons in order to get back into it. Just because it's been so many years since the last season. I know that's a bit of a random tangent, but it came to my head because I was thinking about watching some of it today and I just didn't get around to doing it. But it is something I do want to watch. I want to watch that. There's a lot of things I want to watch. We've got the new Avatar film coming out. We got the new Avatar film coming out on the 16th, which I'd quite like to watch, which would be really fun. Okay, it says that we've still got trash somewhere, and I'm not seeing it. Or is that? It's just that. Okay. But yeah, is it Fire and Ash the next one? Or is that the one that's out? I think it's Fire and Ash. I will check it afterwards. It's not a big deal. But yeah, the new James Cameron Avatar film drops soon, which I want to watch. I want to watch the Stranger Things stuff. I want to see season 2 of Fallout on Amazon Prime. Lots of stuff I want to watch. Okay, we want to paint this white and also mount a radiator. I'm going to mount a radiator first. Obviously in real life, if we needed to do that, we'd paint it first, but for the purposes of the game, we're just going to mount that now. One more segue to ads here. Sorry about that. Stick around, please. I'll try not to do anything too crazy whilst you're away. Thank you so much. In fact, I'll take the moment to hydrate. Okay, painting time. If you do have Twitch Turbo and you're still watching, this is why I still talk through it, is just in case you do have Twitch Turbo and you are not getting adverts. I do try to keep talking just in case you are hanging about. So yeah, the plan is just paint this white and finish up this job, hopefully with 100% and a decent paycheck, because this was a whole house sort of thing. So in theory, the money should be good on this one. In theory. But yeah, thank you all so much for sticking around. For the adverts, I say that as if they're over. Not yet. I'll say it again. Ads be gone. Ads be gone. Welcome back. If you're just back from adverts, you guys are the best. Thank you so much. And if you have Twitch Turbo or you're a sub to me and you're just lurking, thank you so much for sticking around. You guys are amazing and I love you all. Awesome. Got all of that there for us. I wonder if I can summon the old follower from a completely different channel. There was a song I used to sing that used to attract them. Oh where is Shadow? Oh where is Shadow? Oh where is Shadow? Where could Shadow be? If you know where that's from, you know, you're cultured. But if they just suddenly spawned in, that'd be crazy. They'd be like, is it really you? And I'd be like, yeah, it's really me. Hi. Crazy if Shadow appeared after all these years on a random channel, not knowing it's me. Awesome. I think we've done a really good job for this stream. We've done a lot. We've done a lot. If this is your first time ever seeing House Flipper, you can get the vibe for the game. I mean, these are the quick jobs we're doing, but essentially what we can do now, whilst we've got the money, we'll do it now. We got 42 grand. We might as well get our first house, get it ready for next time. We have £42,750. We could get House After the Flood, but close to our price range actually. We'd need a bit more money. Let's not do that. Not at all. We have the burned house, and we have the abandoned house, and we have the camping bungalow. Best way to do it is we're going to work through them all anyway. We are probably going to pick the camping bungalow and just work our way through it. Cheap, try to make money. There's no point in us rushing through the game to any specific ones. So let's grab the camping bungalow. Grab that. Boom. We're going to obviously stay here. We've got 16 grand left over, which is lots of money for us to decorate and sort out the place. However, I'd still like to, for the purposes of the garden stuff, learn some of that and figure stuff out. We've got our first apocalypse sort of DLC one to do as well, which would be a bunker as well. So much more to do. This game is chock-a-block for stuff for us to do together on live streams. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you're following me for more streams of House Flipper, cozy games in general, and horror games. If you're already following, I love you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. You've been a pleasure to sit with here tonight. And I hope you have a great rest of your evening, afternoon, morning, wherever it is you are. I'm going to be getting off for the night. You guys have been the best audience all night. Have a fantastic time. I've been Violet. You have been fantastic. I'll see you in the next stream. Bye!